Welcome to Quizavr, the game that challenges your mind. The rules are simple. I'll ask the questions, you find the answers. Let's see what you've got. Let's dive into the game. Round 1. 5 questions, each with a 30-second time limit and no repeats. Let's go. Which of these countries does not control part of the Arctic territory according to international agreements? Answer options. A. Denmark. B. Russia. C. Norway. D. Great Britain. Sailors wore it so they had something to pay for a funeral in case of death. William Shakespeare also wore it, although it is not visible in all portraits. Name it. A newspaper article tells how San Francisco won the garbage war and became an exemplary model of proper sorting. The headline of this article features a famous phrase attributed to the Roman Senate. Write this phrase. The picture shows an element from a Danish newspaper publication. One Eastern country demanded an apology for such a post, considering it a violation of ethical norms. What is this picture part of? Who is depicted on the poster? And now it's time for answers. Answer is Great Britain. Great Britain has no territorial claims in the Arctic, unlike Russia, Denmark via Greenland, and Norway. Answer is an earring. Sailors wore a golden earring as a funeral payment. Shakespeare also wore an earring in his left ear, which is not visible in all his portraits. Answer is divide and rule. The article about waste sorting, separation in San Francisco was titled by analogy with the Roman principle divide and rule. Answer is the flag of China. The image is part of the flag of China. The publication of a caricature featuring the flag caused a diplomatic scandal. Answer is Elton John. The poster depicts the legendary British musician Sir Elton John. Moving on to the next round. Round 2. Time to test your logic with 6 questions, each with a 30-second time limit, and yes, the questions will loop at the end. Let's go! In honor of March 8th, a group of designers released alternative logos for well-known companies. For example, a bow was added to the Playboy bunny, and a grandmother was placed instead of Colonel Sanders on the KFC logo. And what change did the Volvo logo undergo? In Tajikistan, there is a mountain entirely made of this. Surprisingly, at its summit, there are sources of fresh water, thanks to which it is covered with vegetation. What is this mountain made of? The Swedish words tag and skryt can be translated as train and boast. The neologism tagskryt is used in relation to some people who are passionate about environmental issues. What do such people fundamentally not do? In December 2013, the rock band Metallica gave a unique concert. The musicians performed in Antarctica at a research station. In order not to harm the local fauna, a certain item was distributed to all spectators. What item was it? Name it. In the largest of the 6 pyramids of the Nema Museum, there is a curious exhibit that changes its position at a certain midnight each year. Answer in 2 words what this exhibit is. The photo shows Swiss anti-tank barriers that were named after a brand. Which brand? Now let's go over the questions again. How is the Volvo logo changed for March 8? What is the mountain in Tajikistan with fresh springs on its summit of? What do people to whom the Swedish neologism tagskryt, crane plus boast, is applied not do? What item was distributed to the audience at the Metallica concert in Antarctica? An exhibit in the museum that changes position once a year. What is it? After which brand were the Swiss barriers named? And now it's time for answers. Answer is, Ford added a cross at the bottom, turning it into the symbol of Venus. The Volvo logo is the symbol of Mars, a cross. For March 8, a cross was added below it, turning it into the symbol of Venus. Answer is salt. In Tajikistan, there is a mountain called Koja Mumin, which is almost entirely made of salt, but there are fresh springs and vegetation on its summit. Answer is, they don't fly on airplanes. Such people fundamentally refuse to fly on airplanes, preferring more environmentally friendly trains and boast about it, train bragging. Answer is headphones. In order not to disturb the Antarctic fauna and not cause an avalanche with loud sound, Metallica held a silent concert. The music was broadcast to the audience. Answer is sandglass, hourglass. The Nima Sand Museum in Japan houses giant sand glasses, which are turned over once a year at midnight. Answer is Toblerone. Due to their triangular shape, the anti-tank barriers were nicknamed Toblerone, like the famous Swiss chocolate. And now, let's move on to the next round. Round 3. This round is all about media-related questions. They may be connected to music, movies, the internet, TV, and more. You will have 6 questions, each with a 30-second time limit. Remember, each question will be played only once. Let's begin. What is hidden here? Cosplay. Of which cartoon? To which film's heroine does this outfit belong? From which film series is the Grown Up cast? The sitcom Young Sheldon is a spin-off of which TV series? of a famous movie, Sylvester Stallone jokingly suggested to his co-star that they rehearse a scene seriously. The rehearsal lasted only 15 seconds, after which Stallone was urgently taken to the hospital. Name the movie. And now it's time for answers. Answer is a flower. A flower, which the main character wore, is hidden in the picture cosplaying the film Léon. Answer is Inside Out. The photo was a cosplay of characters from the popular Pixar cartoon Inside Out. Answer is Who Framed Roger Rabbit? This striking outfit belongs to Jessica Rabbit, the femme fatale from the film Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Answer is The Chronicles of Narnia. Answer is The Big Bang Theory. Young Sheldon is a prequel and spin-off of the popular sitcom Big Bang Theory. Answer is Rocky IV. During the filming of Rocky IV, Dolph Lundgren hit Sylvester Stallone so hard during a fight rehearsal that he ended up in the hospital for several days. Get ready for round number 4, titled Common Theme. In this round, you'll face 6 questions, with 45 seconds for each. For the 6th question, you'll need to guess the common theme that connects the answers to the previous questions. Questions will not be repeated. Let's begin. The city of Darwin, the capital of the Northern Territory of Australia, was almost completely rebuilt in the late 70s. Before you was a monument at a high school in a suburb of Darwin. What event does it symbolize, or what led to its installation? There was a theory that a certain activity was increasing as scientists recorded more and more of them year after year. But it turned out that the corresponding equipment had simply more sensitive over the years, and it started recording even weak ones that previously went unnoticed. Name them if about 90% of them occur in the Pacific Ocean region. In 1883, an explosion occurred in Indonesia that completely destroyed an island covering 10.5 square kilometers. As a result of the explosion, 165 settlements were destroyed, 130 were severely damaged, and the number of victims exceeded 36,000 people. The explosion was so powerful that the blast wave broke windows and blew doors off their hinges in many houses in Jakarta, located 150 kilometers away from the explosion site. What exploded? Before you is a protective structure against it. Name what it is intended to protect against. If deforestation in mountainous areas can be a decisive factor for their occurrence. In the 17th century, a certain breed of dogs was first used by monks in the Swiss Alps for certain purposes. A dog of this breed is the character of a 1992 family film. Having understood which breed is being discussed, name the specific purposes for which this breed is used to this day. What is the common theme? Now let's go over the questions again. The monument in Darwin, Australia, what does it symbolize? Activity more often recorded near the Pacific Ocean due to improved equipment? What exploded in Indonesia in 1883? Destroyland. What does the structure protect against? Factor: deforestation in the mountains. For what purposes did monks in the Alps use a breed of dogs? Hero of a 1992 film. What is the common theme? And now it's time for answers. Answer is Cyclone Tracy. The monument of twisted beams in Darwin was erected in memory of the destructive Cyclone Tracy, which hit the city in 1974. Answer is Earthquake. It's about earthquakes. Their increase is explained by the improvement of seismographs, which began to record even weak tremors, especially. Answer is Krakatoa volcano. In 1983, a catastrophic eruption of the Krakatoa volcano occurred in Indonesia, causing a powerful explosion and tsunamis that claimed. Answer is mudflow. Such structures are intended to protect against mudflows, destructive streams of mud and stones, the risk of which increases with deforestation on mountain slopes. Answer is rescue in case of an avalanche. It's about St. Bernards. Monks used these dogs to search for and rescue travelers caught in avalanches in the Alps. Remember the movie Beethoven? And the answer is natural disasters. Welcome to the final round. This is where you can either boost your score or risk losing points. If you're confident in your answer, you can place a bet of +1 or +2 points. A correct answer will earn you the corresponding points, but beware, an incorrect answer will cost you the same amount. You can also choose not to place a bet at all. You will face 6 questions, each with a 45-second time limit. Each question will be read only once. Let's get started. Niccolò Machiavelli once said that he wanted to go to this place, as he preferred to enjoy the company of popes, kings, dukes, rather than spending time with beggars, monks, apostles. Name this place with a short word. A series of posters featuring handshakes is dedicated to people with this disorder. Its name comes from the Greek word, self. What disorder are we talking about? Some residents of South America tie beetles of the genus Pyrophorus to their toes. Why do they do this? One day, David Glavatsky did this at a classical music concert, perhaps confusing it with a rock concert. The rest of the audience did not support David's impulse and scandalously kicked him out of the hall. Answer: what did he do? In the Renaissance era, these means were used for processing leather goods, as well as to indicate social status and wealth. Name these means. Once, a famous writer was beaten up by other tourists while on vacation. When he returned to the office, none of his colleagues were interested in his bruises. The idea for what book came to the writer at that moment? And now it's time for answers. Answer is hell. In his famous letter, Machiavelli ironically stated that he would prefer to go to hell, where he could converse with the world's greats, rather than to heaven with poor monks and apostles. Answer is autism. It's about autism. The Greek word aus, self, refers to being enclosed, and the posters illustrate the difficulties with social contacts characteristic of this disorder. Answer is to light the way. Beetles of the genus Pyrophorus are bioluminescent. They glow in the dark, so they were tied to feet to light the way at night. Answer is jumped into the crowd, stage diving. David Blavatsky performed a stage dive, jumping from the stage into the crowd, typical for rock concerts, but completely inappropriate at a classical music concert. Answer is perfumes. In the Renaissance era, perfumery were used not only for scenting the body, but also for treating leather goods, e.g. gloves, and also served as a sign of wealth and high social status. Answer is Fight Club. This incident happened to Chuck Palahniuk and inspired him to write the cult novel Fight Club. Congratulations on finishing the game. Now, let's sum up the results. To do this, you need to calculate the points. Based on the total points, determine the winner. If you split into teams, celebrate your achievements and the other players for an excellent game.